welcome to the Working Families Lobby Corps Session Update, Week 8.
Solidarity!
This is Communications Director David Fernandez, and welcome to another edition of Working Families Lobby Corps Session Update. Running into the final stretch of the 2013 legislative session, Week 8 brought a slew of priority working family bills to the House and Senate floors. On Tuesday, the Senate Appropriations Committee voted on SB 862, the Senate version of the so-called Parent Trigger legislation. As one of the priorities of big business leadership, the bill that would push to privatize education in the state was met once again with strong opposition. After heated debate, Parent Trigger passed the Senate Appropriations Committee on a party-line 13-6 vote and heads to a vote on the Senate floor. On Thursday, the House voted on HB 1125, the pro-wage theft legislation by Representative Goodson. After contentious debate through committees, this big business bill finally reached a floor vote. Legislators on both sides of the aisle voiced their opposition to a bill that would restrict local governments from passing highly successful wage theft ordinances and making it nearly impossible for victims to regain stolen wages from their employers.
That's just not right. Supporters of this bill say this will be more fair and beneficial to the workers. Well, if that's the case, why do all of the employers support it and the workers oppose it? It's the difference between Wall Street and Main Street. I'm urging you all to vote down this bad bill and go find somebody else's pocket to pick.
You want working, we want a working, vibrant middle class. We want to help our workers. We want to do better for our people. We want justice and fairness. This is an outrage.
HB 1125 passed the House with a vote of 71 to 45, with Representative Moriitis and Representative Fasano being the only Republicans to break ranks and vote against the bill.
And I hear the objection that, well, it's a patchwork, it's difficult to comply. Members, I would say to those businesses, the only thing you have to do to comply is pay the wages. And this bill, and I have deep respect for Representative Goodson, but this bill is creating additional legal hurdles for people to recover their just wages.
More preemption of workers' rights was up for debate on Thursday, as SB 726, the bill that would prevent communities from passing paid sick leave ordinances, was brought up for a second reading on the Senate floor. The bill's sponsor, Senator Simmons, opted to replace his narrowly crafted bill with a much more sweeping and disastrous HB 655. This bill not only preempted earned sick time ordinances, but also would have wiped out existing living wage and partner benefit ordinances, and could have blocked project labor agreements for public construction projects. However, Simmons watered down the bill so that it only covered earned sick time ordinances, a vast improvement over the bill that passed the House. The bill, while still an unneeded attack on local control, avoids many of the nightmarish scenarios we were concerned about. HB 655, as amended, now heads back to the House for its consideration. As they've done all session, workers and activists from across the state join the Working Family Lobby Corps to take action during this second to last week of session. With so much at stake, dedicated Lobby Corps members march through the halls of the Capitol, putting pressure on legislators and sharing their experience.
My name is Mark Kimbrough. I'm from the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades, Local 1175 in South Florida. We're all here for workers' issues, but why come to Tallahassee? I'll compare it to having a charity or a cause. It's the difference between sending a check and getting personally involved. You don't see the good you can do until you're actually there.
I'm here to remind legislators that they also represent workers and to make sure they understand the issues of working families. Unfortunately, sometimes that falls on deaf ears. So we need more voices in more ways to make sure they hear us. And to that, I ask you to get involved, participate, and take action.
The final week of the 2013 legislative session is upon us, and as extremist legislators continue their agenda of partisanship, preemption, and privatization, Working Family Lobby Corps and the Florida AFL-CIO will hold strong the fortified final line of defense for working people in the state. We are ready, and we are one. Solidarity.